Hey gang, sorry it's been a minute. I've been depressed.
If you see another person that looks identical to you, run away and hide.
Probably the stupidest bit I've ever done. Anyways, today we're gonna be talking about... Hey, are you using my sound effect without
No.
permission? Stealing my sound? Of course not. What timeline are you from again? Oh, September 11th. Oh, don't worry, it's a canon event. Anyways, we're gonna be talking about the new Spider-Man movie that just came out, and I just saw it. It was really fucking good, and I recommend you watch it. There's not gonna be any spoilers in this video, so you don't gotta worry about that. Prager use Token Black Girl, just their version of Candace Owens, Amala Ekanobi, I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly, made a video saying Gwen is trans now? Yeah, it's one of those. Happy Pride Month. I'm sorry. Let's see how they're indoctrinating our kids or whatever. It's woke. It's woke. Hollywood's woke now.
Did Marvel's new movie Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse endorse trans children? Let's talk about it.
Did it endorse trans children? And that's bad, guys. We can't support trans children. No. Just say you're transphobic. It's like so easy. Like, we already know. You work for Dennis Prager. We know.
All right, so we have a new movie titled Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse. It's got the girl bosses in it, but does it also have an endorsement of trans children?
They have the girl bosses, they got the diversity, they got woke people, and I hate it.
More specifically, a flag shown in one of the frames that says protect trans children.
Oh yeah, that flag that you can barely see in like 360p in like one scene. I didn't even know it was there. Hey, I watched it, didn't see it, because you know I'm normal. I'm not like, okay, where's the wokeness? I gotta find it.
This movie is getting an abundance of great reviews. It's got a 96% audience score, and apparently this is a success. But I've been seeing videos of trans and non-binary people cheering on this movie for a very different reason. Let's watch a TikTok.
A lot of people on Twitter think that Gwen from Across the Spider-Verse is trans, and they actually have quite a lot of evidence to support their claims. Firstly, she has a gigantic sign above her door that says protect trans kids on a trans flag. Her dad also has a trans flag painted onto his cop's uniform. And in a scene where she's talking about having to hide her true identity and her true self, the color tone is super trans flag colors, including her hair is literally like highlighted in the trans flag. But what do you think? Is this an intentional choice by the artists and the animators, or is this purely a coincidence and a lot of people on Twitter are reading into it too much?
Could be both. Here's the thing. It doesn't really matter. If Gwen's trans, cool. I don't care. If she's not, cool. I don't care. Like everybody else shouldn't. But she's gonna proceed to tell us why we shouldn't watch the movie because of this. That's insane. That it's actually it's one of the best Spider-Man movies. I don't care if that's a hot take.
Yeah, a protect trans kids flag is just purely a coincidence, right? Because what animator would ever try to inject their own personal political agenda into a story?
Yeah, they're trying to inject it by having it in the background of a scene that you're not gonna notice it in. No kid, when they were watching that, was noticing it. They were just going, Spider-Man! You know how I know that? Bro, one time I watched Spider-Man Homecoming, this baby was just, is that Spider-Man? I wanted to sock him so hard. He had it coming. Shut up.
That never happens in Hollywood anymore.
Of course not.
Stop using stupid-ass clips. Your editors should be fired. They're so bad. Please, please, please. Let me edit your videos. I would literally leave all the parts where you say slurs in.
This is really interesting to watch, and I haven't heard many people talking about this outside of leftists on the internet who are cheering this on. Here's a better picture of that flag in Gwen's room that says protect trans kids. And it's not only that. Our main character, who plays Spider-Man, has a hashtag Black Lives Matter, I believe, pin on his bag here that you can take a look at.
Oh, brother, are you serious? You think the kid noticed the BLM sticker? Also, I love this picture. Why does it give me like the vibes of like those incel ass fucking tests? Like if a guy is leaning on his girl, he's the feminine one, and a relationship or whatever the fuck. Or is this just like a YouTube thumbnail from like 2013? They got the red arrows and the circle. Come on now. This would pop off on Tumblr.
As well as that trans flag insignia that is apparently on the police uniform. Now, the pin and the little flag, and maybe even this flag in the bedroom, you might look at and say, well, this is just subliminal messaging. Kids aren't going to recognize this.
Yeah, kids are not going to see that. Kids are not going to see that. They're not. They're just not going to see it. What the fuck? Like, especially with the art style of that type of movie. Like, I haven't seen an art style like that. It's very, like, interesting, so you're probably looking at a lot of different things at once. And not like, there's a BLM pin there. I'm out of here. I'm gone. I'm leaving the movie. Give me a refund. You're weird. I love how you said leftists are reading too deep into this. But aren't you doing that too? No, you're actually like, no, but it's real. She is trans, and that's bad, and that's why you shouldn't watch it. Because I'm a freak. I can't even see it. I can't see it. It's so blurry. And even if you could, okay, you gonna actually be mad about it? And then you call us snowflakes? Okay, cool.
Subliminal messaging is done for a reason, right? They want you to be able to recognize these insignias and these flags when you're out in the normal world. And you'll say, oh, I saw that in Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse.
Oh, no one says that. No one talks like that. You're telling me the first time you see like a pride flag is in a Spider-Man movie? I don't think that's true. You know it's Pride Month, right? This is also like very fascist. Like, we already know it's transphobic, but it's also like, it's very fascist fucking behavior. Like, the fact that art can't be good if it's not done in her specific way, which is like, it's like the same shit that people thought back in the day with like Picasso's art. No, it wasn't fucking like popular, bro. He only got popular after he died, but everyone shat on his art because everyone was a fascist. So they were like, hey, not everyone, but you know what I'm saying. They're like, yeah, that shit is terrible. The only art that's good is like classical art. There's no like, they didn't accept like cultural art or anything that was like against specific norms. So anything that's like against like gender norms, like anything, it would be seen as like, oh, that's just bad art. That's terrible art. Like, it's fascism. You're not slick. You can't pull a fast one on me. Amala.
This is what they're expecting. This is a movie that is being directed towards the eyes of young children. They can't do that anymore without injecting their own political agenda into this. And let's not lose the point that this says protect trans kids specifically. That is something that needs to be talked about here.
Yeah, and they don't exist. Right? You're not predictable. You guys don't all say the same things.
Because right now, we are in the throes of a very contentious political debate about trans children, meaning children who are confused about their gender.
Oh, they're confused. They're confused, guys. They're just confused. Totally something that was never said to gay people. Ever. Never. It was never said. It's not like you're just using the same shit. Please stop. I hate you.
And the children who struggle with this idea and with this feeling of gender dysphoria are not having good outcomes when they are pushed down the route of blind affirmation and medical transition.
Yeah, nice study. It's totally not like right-wing slanted or like any biases when the first thing I see is it says transsexuals. Hey, that's a dog whistle. That's a dog whistle that you don't know anything about trans people. You fucking moron. It's called transgender. Dumbass, you're saying transsexual because you think sex and gender are the same thing. One social construct. What is biology? Shut the fuck up. No one cares.
We do not care.
I just saw the next chapter. It's called Erasure of Woman. Imagine I named one of my chapters that. That's just transphobia 101. Come on, man. Yeah, trans people existing means women don't exist. That makes sense. That's why there's trans woman. You know, that... Whatever. Right? Words don't mean anything to these people.
But this movie, through its use of this flag, is insinuating that that needs to be protected. That is what they're endorsing by showing this in this movie. To me, this is very concerning. Am I at all shocked that this is happening in children's movies nowadays? No. And they know it's because they're soft and malleable, and if they can get young people...
They're soft and malleable and squishy like Play-Doh. And, like, you're just projecting because that's what you do. Why do you think you want to homeschool your fucking kids? You're doing that so they could be just like you because they don't want to learn any outside sources that could be, like, contradictory to your worldview. It's so annoying. You're like that one parent that's like, my kid can't watch Dinosaur Train because it's not in line with my religious beliefs. It's inappropriate. Like, shut the are you stupid? Goes against a God. It's just saying that evolution happened and time and Earth was only made like 1,000 years ago.
While they are young people, to believe these things, it will more than likely carry on into adulthood.
Gringo!
They don't care what you think.
Hey, that clip made no sense. What the fuck? Did the editor fuck up? Did he get bored? Did it even make sense what she was saying? What if I just put a random ass clip like that in my video?
As a parent, you've gone to the movie theater with them, you've sat them in front of the TV. Now it's their turn to indoctrinate your children. It's their turn to push on their own political messaging. And people are excited about this. Let's see.
Gay news, you will not believe what Spider-Man just did.
Want to get out of here?
Spider-Man just said, protect trans kids.
First of all, how is that gay news? What does being gay have to do with being trans?
That's their shtick. It's a TikTok. So they're saying gay news because they're gay and they do news. You know, it's something that we would call comedy. And also, gay people do have stuff in common with trans people because the marginalization that they both face, but you just don't think they face any because you're a bigot. It's like so obvious in the way that you say these things. You're making a video about how it's like, oh, Gwen's trans now and that's bad and I don't want to see the movie because of that. Then stop crying when people call you transphobic.
I know we all like to lump everything together nowadays, but I'm just not understanding. I wasn't going to see this movie. Now I'm going to not see it even harder.
What's that supposed to mean?
You know what it means.
Oh my God, I was literally like, I was just assuming that she's actually like, oh, well, I'm not going to see the movie because of it. She said I already wasn't going to see the movie. It's not like there's a bunch of different Spider-Man that, like, aren't white. I wonder why she wasn't going to go see the movie in the first place. But now she's not going to go see it even harder. You know there's, like, a dinosaur Spider-Man, right? There's a lot of Spider-Man. So there's a possibility that one of them is trans. You ever think about that? Like, dude, X-Men is about marginalization. It's about marginalized people. That's like, he always like had that demographic because he's a smart man. Yeah, so the likelihood of one of the Spider people being trans is like very likely. There's a T-Rex, for fuck's sake. There's a pig, bro. There's a cat. There's a bat. Like, bro, shut up. There's a Spider-Man made out of spiders. And you're like, well, there's no way one could be trans. What, you stupid?
Because I just cannot actively go to a movie theater and watch something like this, even if the score is 96%. I don't care that this is a good storyline, because the storyline is tainted by political messaging that they could not help but place in the movie.
The storyline is tainted because there was a frame. There was 2 frames where I saw a BLM pin and a fucking flag in the background, and that means the storyline's tainted now. Are you? Where are you? Because you gotta solve this mystery, buddy.
And must everything be tainted by this stuff? I mean, Spider-Man has been a long-standing pillar in American entertainment and a character that everybody could get behind, root for, and watch.
And now I can't root for them because they're not cis. We don't even know. Like, it could be artistic expression or it could just be coincidence. Who cares? Who gives a shit?
And in the creation of this movie and their choice to subliminally message their own political standings in this movie, Marvel has effectively planted a flag in the sand and said, this is where we're at. If you do not agree with us, your visions are not welcome here. Your political ideas are not welcome here. And we feel the need to let you know, even when you are just trying to go to a movie theater and enjoy a movie with your kids, that this is where we stand.
She's like, why are you making it political? Why are you making it political? You only don't like it because it's the politics that you don't agree with. If it was politics you agree with, you wouldn't even make a video about it. You wouldn't talk about it. You're just a hypocrite.
Who cares about the long-standing reverence for these great characters? Who cares about just regular, average fun and entertainment? No, we must politicize everything.
These edits are terrible. These edits are so bad. You actually need to be like punished for these crimes that you're doing. Like it's a hate crime at this point.
Like I said, I'm not shocked, but I'm over it. But this is the state of modern entertainment, right? Yet another movie that is going to be stamped with the year 2023, with probably no classic messaging, no timeless through lines.
I wonder why she used the word classic for that. No classic messaging. It's almost like that's the same thing that like fascists said with art back in the day. There's a correlation here that I can put together if I really want to.
It's because all they care about is their own ideology. That's it. Let me know how you guys feel. Am I overreacting because kids are not going to recognize this message and it's just a little nod to parents and the political agenda?
Yes. Yeah, I would say you're overreacting. Yeah, no. I would, because you're like, I'm not going to go see this movie because there's a possibility of a character being trans. Yeah, you're a crazy person. You're insane.
Are you too feeling that you should not watch this movie based off of what is featured in the background and what messaging is being pushed forward? Let me know. And as always, we encourage healthy debate. So duke it out, but do so respectfully.
There's not going to be any debate in your comment section because you live in an echo chamber. Well, actually, let's see. Let's actually look. As an artist, I am sick of the LGBT community claiming color schemes. Claiming color schemes. I don't care if it's your flag, in quotes. No one owns color or combinations of colors. Some colors just work together very well, and I'm forced to stay away from it no matter how much I like it. Just because I don't want them to use my art for their agenda or be associated with them in any way or form. Gwen has always had that color. I love her design so much. The LGBT has stopped pushing their garbage into everywhere it's not. Whoo! Dude, he's like, I can't use colors anymore. Dude, you gotta draw in black and white at this point. You do know it's a rainbow. Like, in your logic, they have a lot of colors. They own them. They have the rights to them. They have a little, the little R on the end of each quarter. He said, I'm forced. No, dude, you could do it. It's okay. He's like, fellas, is it gay to use colors? Whew, that was just as bad as I thought. That's all I got for today. So turn notifications on if you want to see more. Like, subscribe, all that fun jazz. And thank you for coming to my little corner of the internet. And the last thing I got to say to you is, Happy Pride Month.